So, what's up folks, this is Alex once again with a new tutorial for you. This is the second tutorial concerning the part drumming, and my aim is to show you some of the methods to design a measure by placing kick drums. It also includes some suggestions concerning hi-hat arrangement, a nice Q&A section for every part, for repeat and self-train the content. The content of these films helps you to create a base of different drum techniques. It also, or to get an idea how music theoretical knowledge can be applied for this. Yes, it also, it's very comfortable to build up kind of like a training plan to master drum scratching by given tasks. So, step by step, as always, I wish you a Merry Christmas as always, and bye bye. So, basics and a hi-hat arrangement. Righty right. To tackle this task, we will have to structure a 4/4 beat first, which is the most common form of a hip-hop drum sequence, like this here. So, and as you see, a nice visualization of this time signature is this button area here of my drum computer. This 16 little buttons here represent as a unit one measure of the beat. So, and as the name applies, a 4/4 beat is built up by 4 quarters. Okay, when we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this little lights here runs through the buttons, and you can detect the start. This is a 1 beat, 2 beat, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, and as the name applies, 4/4 beat is built up by 4 quarters. This is here the first quarter, from the 1 to the 4, like this here. This is the second quarter, from the 5 to the 8. From the 9 to the 12 is the third quarter, and from the 13 to the 16 is the 4 quarter. Okay, so every quarter can be divided into 8 parts. This represents 2 little buttons here, or in 16 parts representing by 1 button, like I said at the beginning. So, beside of my notation indication, I will work with a simple form of transcription, which should be understandable for everybody and resemble the button area of this little drum computer here. Righty right, you see now on the screen the simple transcription. For explanation, each grid of this raster unit corresponds to 160 notes. That means 1 bar consists of 16 parts. All these little boxes represent the position of the segments inside the measure. That means segments are kick drum and snare, and also a hi-hat. Later, due to the coloring of this little grid units, we can detect the respective segment. The red boxes in this case represent the kick drum, and the little arrow inside shows in which direction we move the record by playing the kick drum. That means when it shows in the right direction, we play a forward, and logically in the left direction, the back. Okay, so the white boxes represent poses, and the green box indicates the snare, or the clap in this case. And below this raster I will indicate additionally the hi-hat arrangement by blue boxes. So, as you see, there are lots of playing strategies possible for the first quarter to place kick drums and snare. But before we do that, let's first talk about the hi-hat arrangement. So, one good suggestion is to train drum scratching always over hi-hat or metronome. Hi-hat is this here, for example. And then you can Yeah, it helps absolutely to advance your rhythmic feeling. The different forms of height arrangement are very comfortable for this task. So to demonstrate some variations, I will play a really simple pattern now with the bass drum snare combo, and the pattern goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, so really simple. Okay, here we go. First variation is very common in hip hop. This is hi-hat in the time value of a 1/8, like this here. And when you play it's not so spectacular, but try to play it very clean. Try to play all the tones in its entire length. This is very important. So and now let's see what's happened when we play another hi-hat arrangement. In this case I play the hi-hat as an offbeat, and this is really tricky because 1, 2, 3, 4. So, and this is really tricky. Later in the Q&A section I have prepared some variations for you for training, and try to play over offbeat height variation. This is not so easy as it seems, believe me. So, as next we play over height in a time value for 1/16. This is simple. Simple. But cool. So, and the last variation for now, this is a mix of previous variations. It goes like this here. Did it. Okay, and like I said, later in the Q&A you can try over this. So, yeah, once again, it's helpful to train over hi-hat, try to play in different tempos. Additionally, in order to create an overview and original plan, it's maybe comfortable to indicate all this performance for memorizing purpose in shape of this transcription. Yes? Now let's go over to the designing of the first quarter of a 4/4 beat.